Hello. Yo, yo, yo. I think it's now live, guys, okay? Okay. I think it's now fine, right? Please inform me if it's fine the other side. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Oh, okay. Let's just wait for like 5 minutes, then we can start. Only 5 minutes, then we can start. Just a moment. Only 5 minutes, then we can start. Yeah, what's up, everyone? I hope you're cool, guys. So, in today's video, I'm gonna make sure you understand something and you learn something. That's why I tried doing this, okay? Okay. So make sure you're gonna be watching this. So in this video, I'm gonna show you something about candles in market structure and maybe the trend where time gets us, okay? I'm only waiting for 5 minutes. We're only remaining with 3 minutes to start it. And I'm going to be maybe if you'll be having any question, you will ask me, okay? Or yeah, you'll ask me after, maybe if I get done with what I'm gonna do. So we are only remaining with the 2 minutes, 1 minute and some seconds to start. And the charts we are going to be studying is Canadian chef, okay? So if you have your PC, maybe you can also go there. Canadian versus a Switzerland dollar. So I hope my voice is clear, guys, and you can hear me, because at the end of this video, I want to make sure that you've learned something. You've learned something new. You get that? So welcome back, of course, to Ziwa. So now I think it's almost 1 minute to start it. Okay, thanks for the comments. Thank you for the comment. So I think we can now start, okay? Yeah, because we're only having some few seconds remaining, because we can't wait for many. We can't wait a lot. Yeah, time is running and it's also late this week. Could you just imagine? I think it's what time here? It's 10 sharp, 10 and some few minutes, like 6-7 minutes. So let's go straight to the point and I show you something, guys. So the number one key thing that I want you to make sure to learn is, remember, we are growing small accounts. We are trying our best and let's see where we can reach. So the first thing is, you see, when you wake up, let's say today is a Monday, I want you to understand that your candles are very important, okay? Before you do anything, you first pay attention to the candles in the market, okay? So let me give you an example, and so that you understand what I'm talking about. Because this is a pair, and let me try to make it big and look at this. Look at monthly. Start from the monthly chart, and if you don't understand anything, make sure don't force the market, okay? Only go by what you understand. So the first thing is I want you to first look at the previous three candles, okay? The previous three candles, and try to understand what really happened in the market as you come slowly to these small time frames where you'll be looking for your entry points, okay? So look at such a pair, like look at such these candles. Like you see, you can predict how the candle is going to close, but it's a moment of time. Just if you look at this, look at this type of candle, this red candle here, okay? And let me hope you guys you can see my screen very well. And look at also this type of candle, okay? You could see what was happening, that from this point up to this point we are having a bearish strength, okay? Bearish strength. And one thing that we should know is, if last month we had a strong bearish move, it cannot change the next month immediately we have a strong bullish. No, it's very hard for that. It's really very, very hard for that. Now you could see very well that we have been having some strong bearish movements on high time frames, okay? So now what we can do is, okay, so let's go to weekly. Let's go to weekly. I want to break down these charts for you guys so you can understand everything. So now in weekly, look at the past three candles. Look at the past three candles. When you see such candles, look at this candle and this candle, okay? When this candle has not yet, this is what we are waiting for, the end of this week, so that we can see how this is going to be closing. But I'm kind of convinced that we're going to have a bullish closure, okay? So if you look at this candle here and this candle, it's trying to communicate to you something. These three candles here, okay? We are having a bullish move in weekly. Now let's go straight to daily. That's where I want us to learn, and I try to zoom these charts. Now I want you to look at that structure, okay? You see, market structure is very important, okay? So one key important thing is I want you to look at this structure, and there are kind of some strong points like peaks that we should mark. You see such a peak like that, okay? We have also these peaks here, and you could see what something that happened is price broke this peak, okay? You see, when I told you one thing, guys, that when a peak is broken, like take for example a real peak, like look at this peak here, okay? This peak here, we have how many touches? So many touches, okay? So many touches. So if such things happen, then it means the structure of the market has been broken. If you've been watching my previous videos, okay? So you could see that they broke this peak, then we had a strong M formation. Let me kind of zoom it. I don't know whether you can see something like that. You can see something like that, okay? So just look at this structure and try to use your mind to try to understand it. Let me wake up and I show you something. We're having a peak here, then a break there, okay? Hope you can see that. Now let's go to the current price, where the price is. The price is in the other peak here. Look at this price, and let me try to zoom it. You could see this, and we are having a rejection. Very easy. Let me repeat again. I want you guys to master this. If you master this, always try to zoom in your chart so that you can have a clear picture of the structure of the market. Let me again redo it. I want you guys to understand what I said. I said that in daily we are going to look at the structure of the market. Now when you come to this point, I want you to be marking either your bottoms or your peaks. You get that? Sensitive ones. What do I mean by sensitive ones? It should either be a double top like this. So let me mark the peaks. We have some peaks there. I'm repeating to mark this. We have a nice peak here, okay? At the same point, at the same bounce, at the same price, another peak here. Though after this point they broke it, okay? So when you have a series of many touches, you mark that point as your resistance, okay? You do that. Cool. Now let me kind of extend it. I'm going so far. Such a point, I think that's kind of clear. So now when you have such a thing, we had a break in market structure, okay? From this point we had a break in market structure. So now I'm saying let's go to the current price. Let's see what is happening, okay? Let's see what is happening. Let me kind of zoom into the current structure, and let's see what is happening. You're seeing that we are having kind of a rejection at this point. We are having kind of a rejection at that point, and even at this point we had the same rejection, same rejection. So what happens in the market, what you have to understand, what happens in the market is whenever you see so many peaks, whenever you see so many peaks, such peaks, whenever you see so many peaks, just know market is preparing for a strong resistance. It will always become it will always become so hard to break such a point. Okay, that's why even after price broke here, you can see that we had a break of this peak, and we have all this. You see that this is the one which broke the structure of the market to form a strong double top. Okay, you get that. Now I hope you're understanding something. So let's do something. I'm not going to disorganize this peak. I hope you've understood this price here. Now let's go to small time frames and we see what is happening around this price. What are we going to look for? We are going to look for nice candles around this price. Let's see whether we can find nice candles like engulfing candles and all the other candles. So let's go to H4. We are moving from high time frames, coming slowly and slowly. Now you can see H4. Let me kind of zoom this. I hope you can see how the market structure is coming. On H4, we are having again a head and shoulder. But let's concentrate at this point. Let's concentrate at this point. You can see this. Now I'm going to teach you something here very, very clear. This is the main important point that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so make sure you're listening to this. So if you look at this price here, okay, you can see that there is a rejection candle at this point. Let me show you this rejection candle. Pay attention. See this rejection candle. What did I tell you? I told you that let's pay attention to the candles near this price. 0 point that. Let's pay attention. Okay, this Canadian chef. So make sure tomorrow when you're trading, pay attention to this price. I don't think there is going to be a candle that's going to close above this price. Now we have a rejection candle at this point, which you can see that this is a rejection candle. Okay, rejection candle. Now what can we do? Let's try to mark the structure of H4 near our price range of now. Okay, so what you can do, I told you one thing, guys. Mark your specific lower lows. Don't force lower lows. Those ones that you see is what you will mark. Let me mark that one. So you could see that we are bearish in H4. You mark this one. That's the second one. Okay. You mark also this one. We had a nice rejection candle at that point. Then you also mark the last one here, which pushed in with a strong rejection candle. Okay. So this was our last lower low. Okay. From this one, we didn't get any other lower low. Now, what is going to happen in the market? Now, after this, I want you to do one thing for yourself. Okay? I'm trying to simplify this market, guys. So let me first zoom chart. And I show you, I want you to see what are the way I've marked my price. I've marked all the lower lows, the clear lower lows. I've not forced anything. And I will show you why we sold this, why we bought this pair up to the top and we are planning to sell. If you've been following my Telegram group, if you're in my paid Telegram group, you would have understood that. Now you've seen that I've only marked my specific lower lows. I've not forced lower low, and lower low. Now, when price starts retracing back up to this coin, we call it a correction. Okay? Then where it will retrace from, we call it a correction zone. Like it will change direction. But let me show you first something. This is an impulse. Why am I calling it an impulse? Because it's following the trend. Okay, just a moment. Let me. Okay. I think I'm gonna change this color. Okay. I'm gonna make it red, I think. Let me see. Yeah, you can see that. I hope you guys can hear. If you're not getting me, please leave a comment so I can see what I can do. Now, the reason why we like I told you, we have what you call a correction. Okay, I want you to see that. Okay, I'm trying to break the market so that you can understand everything. So that after you go watch, I'll upload this video again on YouTube. I think I don't know because I'm really very tired after this. So now let me explain this again. Okay, I've marked all my lower lows. Okay, we have got the impulse, which is this. Okay, now let's see what price will do at this point. So this was our first resistance according to the daily structure of the market. Now what do I expect as a trader? Since we have already seen a rejection candle here at this point here, which is this, I think let me kind of make it big for you so you can see it. I hope you can see this type of candle. Okay, it's a rejection candle. It's a like, don't just ignore these candles. They're very important, as I've been telling you that. They're very important. I've marked it again. They're very important. Now I'm gonna show you something. Since miles, I have said that we are in a correction zone. Okay, a correction zone. Now you're going to mark the tip of the correction zone near the resistance. You're going to mark the tip. I'm gonna mark the tip. Let me just mark it using anything. This is the tip. Okay, that is the tip. Now, in this tip here, we are going to drive our structure in the market. So I want you to see this. What are we expecting here? I expect one thing. I expect price to break this point. When price breaks this point, let me show you. That's when I'll be 100% confirmed. You see this point here? I expect price to break if a candle closes below this, then I'm 100% sure of this trade, because I'm really sure because of this rejection candle and because of the structure that I have seen in daily. Okay, now let me zoom it. So I'm not going to disorganize. You see, when you draw your charts from day one, don't rub anything. Don't remove these lines that we have drawn. Let's go to H1 and we see what is happening there. Now you can see is in H1. Let me try to zoom it. Now see in H1, you could see the same thing that I've been talking about is the same thing. So rule number one that you have to know is make sure you mark your lower lows very well, or your higher highs, and only mark what you're clear that you can see. Okay, don't force anything in the market. Now you can see that this is our point that we are calling a rejection point. And why did I call this? We started from daily. If you followed me from daily, I already marked my top my rejection points. Sorry, you see these points that I marked. These were my rejection points. This, and this. Okay, this. Why did I call them rejection points? Because we are having tips. Price is touching the same point, but it's not breaking the same point until it broke at this point. You get that? So let me give you one example, one thing that you understand. Sometimes we call this a false breakout, this that you see here. And I'm going to explain to you why we do so, okay? So this is what is happening in the market currently. We are seeing this currently, okay? Now, let me show you something again, quite really interesting that you should know, okay? So in daily, we are done the same thing, okay? We are done that thing. Then I want you guys to know one thing, okay? Like if you're taking your entries, okay, don't come solo. If you're taking your entries, if you're looking for your entries, don't come below H1. If you come below H1, that's when you're going to be using indicators like divergence. But if you only want to use structure of the market, pure price action, smart money concept, then please don't come below H1. Okay, it doesn't make sense so much too, because let me tell you, the direction of the market is in high time frames and the picture of the market is in high time frames. But the problem is why? Because we don't pay so much attention and we are not patient enough for that. You get that? Okay, so this was just I'm trying, like at least in a week I'll be coming live so that we all learn something, you know. We all learn something. I'll be trying to squeeze my time so fast so that we all learn something at the end of that point. Okay, now I hope you've understood something that I've taught you today. Let me just make sure that you've understood something. I told you once again, okay, make sure you mark your lower lows clearly, and the lower lows that. Leave a like to this video, please. If you see that it's important for you, please leave a like and maybe recommend it to one of your friends. Okay, yeah. So if you feel like, I want you to look at this, make sure you do one thing, guys. The structure of the market is very important, very, very important. Then you only use weekly mainly, and monthly. Use it for candles mainly, because if you look at I mainly use weekly charts and all that for candles and sometimes structure, but mainly can be for candles. You understand that? Monthly and weekly, you mainly use it for candles. But when you're doing your chart analysis, I always end on H1. I don't go below. I don't go to minutes. No, no, no. I end on H1. And you can see my chart is very pure. I don't use any indicator because let me tell you one thing. Once you learn pure price action or smart money concept, all those things, you'll get realize that trading using indicators doesn't make a lot of sense. To be honest with you, trading using indicators, oh guys, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, now let me wrap off this chat. Okay, I hope you've understood that. Let me try to go for any other pair. Which pair did we trade today? Which pair did I trade today? I traded USDJPY. So let me explain to you. I'll look for it. Okay, USDJPY. So one thing that I would advise you guys is you don't struggle so much trading small accounts, my brothers. Because let me ask you a very simple question. You see, trading using a big account has got a high chance of making you rich faster. But the problem is people fear the challenge. And again, when you get like I've been having so many guys who passed the challenge, but I think I'm not even seeing it here. I think I left it in my other PC. So, just a moment. I think this was a chart that I marked sometime. Let's try to look at it. Okay. Is this chart nice to you, please? I don't like this color so much. It's so dark. Are you fine with it? Please leave a comment before I continue with this. Are you fine with this chart? Are you fine with this chart? Because I'm trying to. Okay. Just a moment. God damn. Are you fine with this chart, please? If you're fine with the chart, then white background. Okay, white background. Sorry, guys. The laptop I'm using because I'm using a different PC. Sorry. How about that? Is that clear for you? Okay. I need to first set my stuff, I think. Okay, guys, you know what? Let me just let me repeat this again. Is it good, guys? Is it good? If it's good, then I can start, or I can set it very fast in 1 minute so that I think it's something so fast. People want white background properties. Some people don't know how to set their, so make sure you be watching how to set it. Sorry. But up should be green, I think. Green. But down should be, sorry guys, I'm even getting confused. Green, black, right? Green, black. Sorry. Oh, this is the worst chart. Sorry guys. Sorry. Just a minute. Background should be white. I don't want something that will affect my eyes because my eyes are already disturbing me. Oh, grid, sorry, should be white, I think. Yeah. But up, I don't know which one I use, but I think I use green and red always. Green, dark state green, okay. Bar down, oh sorry, bar up should be green, bar down should be red. Oh yeah, sure, I think. Guys, is that fine for you? It's not that fine for me. Just a moment, I'm gonna set it. Good, man. Great. Bar down red. I think we can just go with this. Green. bull candle block. I will just go this. I don't know if you can you see this? Is this because the main important thing is you guys understanding. As long as you can see what I'm talking about, then it's fine. Let me see your comment. Can you see what I'm talking about? Can you see the charts well? Can you hear me well again? So I can start this, and we can start it from high time frames. Okay, we're going to be analyzing up to what we think can happen tomorrow. Clear? Thank you. It's clear. Someone is saying no. Is it clear? Please let me see that. And please like this video. If you're learning something, please give it a like. 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 Give it a like, please. Give it a like, please. Oh, give it a like, please. Give it a like, please, guys. I think I'll have time and set this because my eyes are not all that clear looking at this also. Okay, let me just see if it's clear, and then guys, let's start it because it's very late here. And I told you one thing is that if first begin with the high time frames. Sorry. Oh goodness. I think no. I think I'll have to do something first for myself. Kinda getting confused here. Nope. I don't know, no guys. I think I'm gonna take this. I'll use the other laptop of mine because I'm kinda using the other, and the other one is on charge. So guys, let me just go straight to the point. I think I should just only change the background. Only the background. Only the background to be white, I think. White. Okay, something like that, right? Then it should also guys, I think just a moment. Grid, no, should be white, something like that, right? I hope you can hear me. Shit. Grid, black, none. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's fine for me. So now let's go straight to the point. This AUDSD, and maybe if you have also your laptop there, try to look at it. So I told you guys that the first thing that we do is you first go to high time frames. Let's start from the first one. Let's go with that brown. Okay, good. Thank you. Now I told you one thing, that what I do so much is I do focus on high time frames first. I do focus on candles on high time frames. Now let's break down here. So the first thing that we shall do is, here it's kind of funny. Let me first zoom these candles. See these candles here? You see this last week candle and see this candle here. So I'm going to explain these two candles because make sure you listen to this. I'm going to explain these two candles. Okay, let me explain these two candles. So if you look at this candle here, and look at this candle here, and look at this candle here. So you could see that this candle, okay, let me first draw the opening price and closing price of this green candle, because I'm about to explain to you something that it's kind of, you see this green, the bullish candle opened its price from there. And it closed at that point. Okay, we are first looking at these two candles before we come to this. So we are going to predict how this candle will close. Will it close as a bearish candle or as a bullish candle? Okay, but there are chances that it will close as a bearish candle, and I'm going to explain to you why. So if you look at this candle, look at the opening price here, the opening price of this green candle and the closing price of the green candle. Then you come to the red candle here, which is the bearish candle. It opened from here, the same closing price of the bullish candle. It opened from here, then again it closed below the opening price of the previous bullish candle. Let me repeat again. That is something that is very important to understand, and you try to use that to predict the future markets. Now, let me repeat this again, guys. I was like, look at this green candle here, and look at this red candle here. Mark the opening price of this green candle here, which is the bullish candle, and mark the closing price. Then come to the previous candle for previous week. Mark, of course, the opening price. It opened price near the closing price of last week's bullish candle, and of course it closed again below what? The opening price. Sorry. It closed below the what? Sorry, the opening price of the previous bullish candle. So why did it close below? Why did it this? We call this disrespecting price, meaning the sellers were overweighing the buyers at that point. Okay, so one thing is, because we have already seen this, we have already seen what is happening here. Now, what are we going to do, guys? Okay, just a moment. I want you to look at this. Look at also the structure. You can see that we have been flowing down, lower low, bearish, lower low, lower low, lower low, then lower low with a rejection candle. You see this with a strong rejection candle. Now, if you can understand this, they're showing you they've shown you the direction. I don't know if you can see this, but they've shown you the direction. Now let's go to daily. Okay. I'm not disorganizing. See daily. Now you see how it comes. I want you to understand something very important in these markets. What is this? Make sure you leave a comment, guys. I'm not going to mention everything. Make sure you know the price, or make sure you know, sorry, not the price. Make sure you know the name of this. Make sure you know the name of that, because it is very important and specific. Let me mark it. Why is it that we have this type of candle here? Sorry, it's giving me headache. Just a moment. It's giving me headache. You see this? See this type of candle here? Why is it that we have this type of candle here at the closing and opening price of the bearish candle? Why? So there must be a big, like, what are the market makers trying to play here? So you can see that something is fishy here. Now, when you see this, guys, when you see this at this point, what can you do? Okay, now let's go straight. I am saying that this is gonna be a sell. Like this pair might keep on selling down. There's a high chance that it might keep on selling. Now look at again this type of candle and this gap here. Look at this, a rejection candle, a gap, bearish candle, strong bearish candle. It's small candle, but it's strong because we are having less bullish rejections. Same stuff. So what do you think? But price has of course closed below our important points that I'd spoken about. Okay, let me kind of zoom in. You can see this. Now what do you see here? Let's try to see the structure of the markets in daily. Let's try to see the structure of the market in daily. I want you to see this. See this exactly that. This is a bearish move. Okay, bearish. All these are lower lows after this point. Okay, we have confirmed. Okay, now let's go to time frames like H4 time frames. I don't know if you can see something here. You can see this. Okay, let me hope you can see this, guys. Go to H4. Now in H4, where I marked the other price, see H4 again, guys. See this, where I mark. Is there any important candle that I should see? Now see H4. Let me remove this so that it won't disorganize. I want you to see the guys. I don't know whether you can see this. I don't know whether you can understand this. Where we mark price on H4 in weekly, we have what we call very many specific. I call them. I don't know the name I should call them because they're very important. These are candles that show you the direction you're going. But why is it that after marking the weekly chart, you're seeing price Because price is at the resistance. Yeah, that's a good try. I like that. Good. Price at the I told you one thing. If you'd watched my video about support and resistance, I was like, you need to learn how to use candles to draft support and resistance, not just drawing trend lines and channels. Okay, the best support and resistance are for candles. Okay, someone is saying it's called a doji. It's okay. Now let me give you an example here. I want you to look at these candles on H4 near this price. Okay, so it therefore means that weekly chart is very important. It shows you the direction. Now see these candles. We're having a rejection candle at that very price, an engulfing candle, then the most important specific candles, they are here too. You see this? So meaning that you can even only trade with the candles and you make money as long as you're patient. So you understand, you see that, guys? You see how trading is kind of it's not all that hard. I hope you're understanding something. Yeah, please leave your comment and leave a like, please. I love that. Okay, I love that. So we have finished. I'm just trying to show you candles and trying to draft support and resistance points from weekly, and we come and see what is happening in small time frames. Now let's go to H1. Let's see H1. Let me try to zoom in. Now you can see H1. Now you can see H1. How many touches in a strong break in market structure with a strong impulse? So let me show you something here. So you look at this. You see this 1 2 3 4 touches. 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Now you see these touches are very important, as I told you. So try to draw these touches, as I said. See that? And why is it that we are having these touches at this price that I marked on weekly? You see that in weekly there is something very specific. Now the structure of the market is being broken again. Okay, structure of the market is being broken again. It broke it. Sorry, this lower low, this one is not even supposed to be part of it. It should be around that point. This is where we broke the structure of the market with a strong impulse. A strong impulse. A strong impulse. You understand that? Now, price again broke the previous points. If you like, for you to understand this, you must have watched. You must have been watching from. But I'm going to upload, so I think you will watch later. Let me hope so, guys. And I'm about to end this. I was just trying to open your eyes so that now you understand that I don't know when. Should we make it every Saturday? I think every Saturday. We make it every Saturday where we shall be having a live class. You learn something, and from learning you can try to apply it, then you get back to me. So the only thing that I'll leave you with today is, let me give you one simple advice. I'm not proud, but I've had so many students, and most of them I advise them only one thing. Do one thing. Trade with your account using a broker, but have your minds focused somewhere. Why should your mind be focused? Getting funded. Yeah, getting funded. That is where you should be thinking right now, because I told you I've been working on creating my own prop farm, but I think it will still delay, guys. Yeah, it will still delay because this thing needs big funds. You need to be having, I think, maybe $1 million. And the person I was trying to coordinate with, I think, is still kind of slow. So what I've been advising you guys is make sure you use proper risk management. Try to break the charts. Understand the charts before you take an entry. I think next week, I'm sure next week again, every week we shall be having, of course. See you next time, guys. May not even every week, anytime I just feel like I was in a mood today and I felt like, no, guys, let me go live today and try to show you something. See you in the next time, guys. I wish you all the best. I'm gonna end this, and let me see. You can just leave any comment if you loved the life, if you enjoyed it, if you learned something new. Then that is my joy. I really feel like someone should learn something new, because in this trading, guys, I'm also still learning. They might teach you, they might learn something, because you've seen the way we have discovered the candles and the charts. It's all about learning. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. You're most welcome. Someone just told me thank you. You're most welcome. Yeah. So guys, focus and keep striking. Like in this market, you will make money. Okay, there is time for everything. Just keep focused and keep working hard on your dream. So let me wish you all the best. It's late here, and I wish you a good night, guys. See you next time. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna end this live. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think I'm ending the